Exotic class items are here. These things take two existing exotics and smashes them together to create some really sinister combinations. I myself have been endlessly grinding Dual Destiny, trying to get the best of the best perks. Now, if they would simply stop giving me Assassin's Cowl, I may actually reach that goal. But I have come across some pretty neat combos, one of which I'll be using in this video to create a new hunter build, the Dynamite Deflector. For this build, I'm using this exotic class item, which gives me both Calibans and Syntheseps together. In this case, Calibans will make my powered melee takedowns cause ignitions, and Synthos will, of course, give me bonus melee damage while enemies are near. Stop! Don't go anywhere! I know what you're thinking. Wow, another Prismatic Hunter melee build. How original. Trust me, this one's a bit different and much more interesting. With this build, my focus is damage. Specifically, damage that I can ricochet around, damage I can use to sweep rooms in the drop of a hat, and damage that I can deal without having to be in danger. Let's get into it. I'm using Storm's Edge, mainly because it's new and exciting, but realistically, you could use anything you want. Threaded Spike fits the Ricochet fantasy better than any other melee here, and catching it also gives a lot of melee energy, so it's ready to go constantly. Grapple is great for effectively turning my grenade into another melee ability, which allows my class item to buff its damage and have it also create ignitions. Grapple also unravels, adding another source of area and single target damage. My aspects are Gunpowder Gamble and Ascension. Gunpowder Gamble gives the Dynamite, which is not only a ton of fun to use, but it also counts as ignition, which just adds to the build. Now for the fragments. Hope for extra class ability recharge, Awakening for pickups, Grace for an extra transcendence from kinetic weapons, Protection for damage resist, Blessing for health regen, and finally Ruin for bigger ignitions. Now, when you're planning a Ricochet build, there really is no better option than the new Kvostov. This weapon is insane, and if you don't have it, get it. It's a long grind, but trust me, it is worth it. Then finally, nothing here is crazy as far as mods go, just use what you'd like or what I have here. Pretty generalistic setup. This build plays superbly. It's all about deflecting damage all over the room, which will either clear everything around or weaken them enough to clean up easily. Ascension will allow you to jolt things, which is kinda like a ricochet. The Threaded Spike ricochets around and causes ignitions, which spreads even more damage around. Kvostov ricochets just all on its own, and if you're using Storm's Edge like I am, even you yourself can ricochet around, teleporting from target to target. At no point do you need to put yourself in harm's way with this loadout. The ranged melee works wonders, but inevitably you may get surrounded, and when that happens, just use Ascension to get some distance and jolt, then toss a spike grenade down and watch as it, the ignitions, and the jolt wipes everything around you. The health regen on melee takedowns is plenty to keep you in the fight, and because of Synthos, even if you do find yourself outnumbered, you can easily take down whatever pesky enemies get near. Kvostov is an insane weapon and will net you so many orbs and weapon takedowns. Because it's also an exotic, it works wonders with ammo finders, so if you have a favorite grenade launcher or rocket launcher or just any other high damage, low ammo count weapon, you'll want to use it here. Let's quickly talk alterations. Some of you probably don't have Kvostov, and that's totally understandable. It's a long quest with a lot of little things that you gotta collect before actually getting the weapon. If you don't have it, my next suggestion would be a solar weapon. Because we're using Gunpowder Gamble, solar weapons will help charge the Dynamite. It's not required since you'll likely be getting lots of ability takedowns, but if you're looking to synergize even more, the option is definitely there. This is such a wonderful build. It can be used anywhere. Dungeons, events, seasonal activities, high level, low level, anywhere. It's not a build that puts you in any risk while running it, and it allows for a perfect back and forth between your abilities and your weapons. It does such immense damage to such a wide area, and nearly everything can be stacked together for the tougher targets. Jolt, Unravel, Ignitions, Ricochet, it all comes together to make a potent and powerful hunter build that perfectly combines a wide array of effects from a wide array of elements. This is what Prismatic was built for. Let me know if you found any other exciting class items. Until next time, everyone.